Hi, I'm Miriam Kayo, and I'd like to share a little bit today about the facilitators that I interviewed that are doing psychedelic work and what they believed their role was when it comes to this type of care. Now, their opinions of their work and their role in this work were in stark contrast with what I believe we feel like authoritarians or healers or experts do in mainstream society. So typically, when you're sick, you want to go to a healer. They will help you, with the problem that you're facing. When we want to learn something, we go to a teacher. And while in this space, facilitators are definitely supportive of someone's journey. The facilitators I interviewed were really interested, not necessarily in being the expert or the guru, but being more of a guide that allowed for someone that they were working with to have better access to listening to themselves, to honoring what came up, and to implementing the behavioral changes that would actually allow for them to see sustainable transformation. And I believe this is radical. It's one of the most striking results of my research is really in understanding what the facilitators are doing when they do this work. Now, I think it would be easy to when someone has a beautiful experience to be like, yep, that was me. I did that. I am amazing. And there are definitely people that have gifts and that are skilled in identifying issues and helping someone work through them. There might even be legitimate healers in this space. But I think that what we're wanting to do, and this is something that I'm seeing more and more of, is not necessarily fix a problem for someone, but support them, create a container for them so that they're able to better address the issues that they're experiencing. So this goes a lot, or this goes in line with a lot of what's coming out with the term inner healer. And if you're familiar with my work, I talk about this a lot. It's something that I believe is imperative for us to, instead of externalizing our issues and finding someone who can fix them for us, learning what we can do to understand our whole system and what we can do to better care for our systems. And it's helpful to have a guide that gives us a map, right? That shows us where there might be easier ways to get up the mountain, but we have to do the work to get up the mountain. And I think the facilitators that I interviewed had the humility and wisdom to know that that's what their role was. They had beautiful maps. They'd done this themselves. They were skilled at their craft, but they didn't take away the heavy lifting of this work that's required. They didn't take away the responsibility of the actual healing, and they put it in the laps of those they were working with so that they could do that heavy lifting, that they could find their answers. And I think it is a muscle that must be exercised over time, that someone is able to be sensitive enough to their own inner workings that they can identify where there might be ways to improve. There might be trauma that needs to be addressed. There might be discord that they can find harmony for. And this is what I believe a skilled and ethical facilitator can help someone do. So I write more about it in my article that's linked here. But I just wanted to share this beautiful finding from my research of interviewing 27 facilitators and learning about what they're doing in this space. So thanks for listening.